Hi everybody, I hope everybody's doing well. Well, today I have a haul video for you guys. Yes, I do. Yet another one. I've been shopping again. Yes, I have been. But I do have quite a bit of storage again, and I really don't want to make it in two videos. I don't, because to edit two videos, it does take some time, and I'd rather just sit down and edit one video if possible. So let's just get right to it. Okay, so for the first time ever, I have finally visited a CCO, which is a cosmetic company outlet, and I was so excited. I had been hearing about them for years, and I had looked up a long time ago where the closest one is where I live, and we don't have one here. I would have had to travel about an hour to go to my nearest CCO. That's the nearest one. So I was very excited when they opened one up close to me. And yeah, I went in there for the first time. They had a lot of amazing stuff. Basically, they carry things that are either discontinued or overstocked from companies. So they're not necessarily discontinued, they're just overstocked. And I got lucky with one of the things, and I'll show you here in a minute. They had MAC, they had Estee Lauder, Clinique, Smashbox, Tom Ford. Yeah, they just, it was just amazing. I really enjoyed myself in there. Anyways, I did pick up two items, and the first one is this Bobbi Brown creamy concealer kit, and this one was $24.95, and it's from Bobbi Brown, and I bought it in warm beige, I believe. Let me make sure. Yeah, warm beige, and here's the packaging. It looks like that, and it has the powder. It's like a yellow tone powder, and then the concealer. Now that powder is so super soft. I mean, it is just like silk. It is like silk. Amazing stuff. I love it. And I didn't use the powder because I'm using up another item, and I didn't want to use the powder. But I have used a concealer one time, and I do have to say that I need to work with it. I do need to work with it. You know, first time I tried it, it is settling into my fine lines, and to powder underneath my under eyes is a tricky thing for me. So need to just sort of use this and see how it goes, and I'll let you know in another video if it ended up working out for me or not. The other thing I picked up is something that I don't even think I've hauled for you guys yet. I don't think I have. So this is like a double haul. Let's just say a double haul, because I haven't hauled it for you guys. But I had went to my May Company, and I bought the Estee Lauder Double Wear. Okay, there's a whole story and saga, and I think that's why I didn't haul it for you guys yet, because I wanted to tell you what's happening with that situation. You know me and my foundations and stories. But let me just go ahead and tell you really quick. I had bought the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I bought it in wheat. Now, let's see. Oh my gosh, how do I explain this? Okay, the lady did use the machine. You know, she cleaned up the foundation here, and here, and then she used that machine, and it pops out a color, and the color it popped out was tawny, and I'm like, no way, there's no way I'm tawny, which was the other suggestion the machine had said, and it was to get wheat. And I ended up getting a little sample of that, and I came home, I tried it, and I was like, really? You know, for me it was still too deep. Not bad, but just a little too deep. Anyways, long story short, I went back to another Macy's, and I was talking to this lady, and I was telling her, I think I'm one below wheat. Well, she looked at me, and she's like, no, you are wheat. If you go below, it's going to be you're going to look too white. So anyways, I ended up buying wheat, and yeah, it's fine. You know, it was fine. So that's that. When I went to the CCO here, I saw the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and this one rang up $26.75. I hope that's coming up. So $26.75, and I said yep, because I paid $37 at Macy's. So I figured, you know what, to have a backup, because I did enjoy the product, I do like it, And in fact, I have it on today. I've been out in this heat. It is a heavy foundation, but I have been out in this heat, and it's mixed. I mixed it actually. Here's the other thing I wanted to tell you. I have since been putting the Marc Jacobs and mixing it with the Estee Lauder, and it's the perfect shade and it's the perfect consistency. It's like, it's perfect. I just love that combination, because the Marc Jacobs is my shade, but I could tell now that I've been using it that it is a little bit on the lighter side for me, and this is a little bit on the darker, and when I combine it, it's awesome, because this is actually more drying, a little bit more matte than the Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation. So putting them together, I feel like it just creates this beautiful, beautiful shade, and just everything about it just works, both of them together. So I did get a backup of that, and we'll move on. Okay, I went to Sephora. Oh gosh, I have a fan over here because it is so hot, but it's like blowing all my little hairs like into my mouth. Okay. I went to Sephora, not Sephora, I went to Ulta, just kind of browsing around, and they were having buy one get one half off on the Ulta products. So I saw this makeup brush and sponge cleaner, and since I bought the beauty blender, I thought, well, you know what, I want to use this for the beauty blender, etc. So I got that, but then I ended up picking up, for the 50% off, I bought the eye makeup remover. Now I just bought this. Do you see where it's at? Yeah. I just did an empties video showing the Lancome one, the eye makeup remover, and I told you I was only able to use half because I knocked the rest off on my sink. I did the same thing twice. I don't know what it is with eye makeup removers, but I spill them. I don't know what it is. So yeah, it's like more than halfway gone, and I've only used this 3 times. However, let me tell you, here's my stories. I don't like it. So I really am not bothered that I lost this much product. I don't like it. I don't think that I'll be using the rest of it because it burns my eyes. I mean, it burns. So I looked at the ingredients, and the third ingredient is an alcohol ingredient, and it is strong. It is really, really strong. And no, I'm not going to use it. I'm not even going to finish it up. And I wouldn't even give this to my mom. You know, this is where if the products don't work for me, I give them to my mom, but I'm not even going to do that because the alcohol is really strong. Oh, sorry guys. So anyways, I picked up these 2 items there. Let's see, what else? Kohl's? Let's do Kohl's real quick. I had just recently bought the beauty blender, but I've been hearing a lot about the Real Techniques, and I kind of wanted to try that one as well. So I had a 30% off coupon for Kohl's. You know what? I'm going to go turn off this fan. Hold on 1 minute. Okay guys, whoo, it's going to be hot in here, but we're going to tough it out for this haul because I want to show you guys, but I'm going to be hot, but that's okay. That's okay. Anyways, all right, so I recently bought the beauty blender, and I still was very curious about the Real Techniques. I had a couple people comment about how they like the Real Techniques better. So when I went to Kohl's, I had a 30% off coupon, and I wasn't sure if it would work on any cosmetic products, but it did. So what I did was I bought this pack, the dual pack, and I ended up paying like $7.50 or so for this dual pack of the sponges, Real Technique sponges. And it has that flat side, and then this side looks just like the beauty blender, and then this side is flat. I have to tell, it's dirty, I'm going to clean it today, but I have to tell you guys that I enjoy this. I absolutely enjoy this sponge. Since buying this, I've been picking this up more than the beauty blender. That's the truth. I like the flat side of it. I really love this here, and then I love the pointy side of it. I just think it's so practical, it's so soft, and it's so much cheaper. So I am sold on this one. Yeah, but I'm glad I tried the beauty blender. You know, it was always going to be on my mind. I was always going to be curious about it, so I'm just kind of glad that I tried it. But it was good, and it is great, and I love it. but I love the Real Techniques. Okay, the only other thing I picked up there was this nail polish. You know I can't go in a haul without showing you a nail polish, but I picked this one from Orly. I only paid $2.80, plus I had my 30% off, and that worked on that too. And this one is called Nude Cream. This one's called Nude Cream. So yeah, I haven't tried this one, so I can't wait to put that one on. Okay, the other place I hit was Nordstrom Rack. We were there doing some back to school shopping, and they have some amazing makeup products too. They had Lorac, and I almost picked up a palette there too, but I contained myself, people. I contained myself. Anyways, I did find this Tory Burch. I put this on my Instagram. I showed it on my Instagram, so I'm Walking for Life on Instagram, so if you want to go there, that's fine. But anyways, I saw this, and this is in Ramble on Rose, and apparently this was a limited edition for breast cancer awareness that came out, I think, last year. So I got, look at this packaging. Isn't that so pretty? So pretty. But here's the thing with this lipstick, guys. Isn't that a beautiful pink nude? It's gorgeous. But if you notice on my lips, here, let me show you here in a minute. On my lips, I have something very similar on. Okay, this one here is Revlon Pearl in 413, and this one is in my Project Pan, and it is very similar, very similar. And I have complained about this one, but look at that. This is the Revlon, and this is the Tory Burch. Very similar, and I had said that this one might be hard for me to get through because it kind of washes me out. But I did buy that lip liner that I use to line my lips so that it'll look better. But yeah, I got almost the exact same color. I will say though that this one here is creamier, I guess. There you go. I probably need more lip liner, but yeah, I was wearing it all day when I got it. I just kept putting it on because it feels so much creamier. It feels more, I don't know, yeah, just creamier. So anyway, I picked that up there. This one was $14.97, so I wanted to give it a try because I don't own any Tory Burch anything. So the only other thing, okay, here comes the waterworks. Ooh, we're gonna try to get through this, guys. Okay, the other thing I picked up was a roller ball. This is from Vince Camuto, and I don't know the perfume name to this. If I find it, I will definitely, it's a roller ball, it's one of these. I will definitely put it somewhere here. It smells delicious, delicious. I love it. So I picked that up. This one was, I think this one was $10. So I you know, I don't know, I've been on this perfume kick, let me tell you. Okay, let's move on to Marshall's. I'll save Sephora for last. I hope I can get it into this video. Okay, I went to Marshall's and I picked this up. Let me show you this one real quick. This is the Ulla Hendrickson. I believe that's how you pronounce his name, I believe. I saw it on QVC. He was on there and it was Ulla, I believe it is. Anyways, this is the, let me see, because it's covered up over there. Okay, I had to peel the sticker back with the price so that I could see the name of it. But it was the Micro Mini Peel System, and I paid $32 for this. And I was reading the back of it, and I was like, ooh, it seemed very good, like it would be good for my skin. And so I picked it up, and I have been using it. However, there was no instructions, no real instructions. Like, it didn't tell me if I was to do this every single day, non-stop, you know, or, you know, maybe once a month or whatever. Nothing. So what I did, I went on the computer and I found a video on YouTube from QVC, him talking about this product. So it was really interesting. It's a 3 system. And let me show you. And you get the almond polish is the first thing you do is the almond polish. And then you put on the lemon strip, which apparently this is like very expensive on its own. And then the chamomile comfort. So, and you do get like a little spatula with it, and then you do get like a scrubbing pad. And anyways, you're supposed to do this twice a month. So I've already done it twice because for this month, because I did it in a row, and then I thought, you know what, let me go look it up. So I've already done it twice for this month, and let me just tell you, my skin, it feels amazing. It feels absolutely amazing. So anyways, I got that. The other thing I picked up there at Marshall's is this Rose Micellar Cleansing Water, Sonoma Naturals. It's a big bottle. I haven't tried this one. This was $7.99, but as soon as I finish my Garnier one, the micellar water, I will try this one. It doesn't say it's waterproof or anything like that. It just says for all skin types. So yeah, I thought I would give this one a try. Okay, ooh, here we go. The other thing I picked up is this Jean Pierre micellar water wipes. Excuse me, they're a little dirty. Okay, these are really good. Well, I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence with these. You get 30 of the wipes. The first, I've been using them for about 5-6 days. The first 5 so far were not very wet. They were not saturated. So what happens is when you get the towelette and then you like rub it, because I think the foundation is a dry foundation, you know, it drags your skin. So you have to tug on the end of a towelette and sort of help it to wipe your face down with it. So on the 6th time that I used it, the towelettes started becoming a little bit more saturated. So I'm not sure if that's going to continue with that. I'm not sure. However, here's one thing I did notice with these. Yesterday, I used a towelette to wipe off my makeup. Then I thought, oh, let me grab another one, and I grabbed the other one. And I have to tell you, there was hardly any makeup on the towelette. I mean, there was some. There wasn't as much makeup on the second time, which I think that's pretty good. So I'm going to keep trying them, and I'll let you know how I ended up feeling with these. They were only $2.99. What intrigued me was the micellar water wipes. So I'll keep trying it, and if it ends up being a good thing, I'll let you know in my empties or something like that. Was that it for Marshall's? Oh no, here, let me show you this. I put this on my Instagram too. I found this makeup brush pad, cleaning pad, and it came in this, and this was $5.99, and they only had one. Ooh, hold on a minute, people. Let me use this. Ooh, let me fan myself up a little bit here. I mean, there's no joke. I've got sweat coming down here. Woo, okay. So basically the pad looks like this. So this part here goes around the sink, the drain, and then you just use it to scrub your brushes, and it has different patterns, different textures. It's better that I could just put this around the sink, and it does have the little suctions in the back. Who makes this? Who is the maker? Lifestyle Products is what it says. Lifestyle Products. So yeah, ooh, goodness gracious. Okay, so I got that, and I think that was it that I got there at Marshall's. Okay, let's do Target now really quick because I really want to get to my Sephora haul. All right, I bought the contour palette from e.l.f. I have been hearing good things about this on YouTube, and I don't own any contour palette. So I thought I would pick this up. This was $6. Every time I went to Target though, they didn't have it. They had the bronzing palette and the blush palette, but never the contour. And finally I found it. And I picked it up, and I have been using this a little bit. And it comes with 4 different colors. I have been using this a little bit though, not too much, because I do have an item in my project pan that I use for contour, and I kind of want to get through that. But yeah, every now and again I do pull this one when I'm not using any of my projects and my products in my project pan, just to give me a break. I'll pull this out, and I've been enjoying that. The other thing I got on clearance is this Pixie. I got it for $15.40 and it runs regularly $22. And it's the Glotion Day Dew with lavender and mica. And it's a moisturizer. And I've been using this and I do like it. And it does give you a glow on your skin. It really, really does. So I just found it there at Target for $15.40. And they're not on clearance, so I don't know why this one rang up, or this one was priced that way. It wasn't opened or anything, everything was fine, so I picked that up and I have been enjoying that. Okay, I got on clearance this one here. I paid $2.98. It is a Hydra Touch Brightener Illuminator, and I paid $2.90, and this is the Glow. Let's see. I haven't even opened these at all. Ooh, you guys are gonna start seeing some sweat come down here. Oh, it's just a highlighter pencil. It's like a banana color. Oh yeah, right there. $2.98, and it was originally $8.99. So I got that. Okay, now Sephora, and then we will be done. Yes, okay. I put on my Instagram that, you know, it's really funny that I just cashed in not too long ago. You guys saw a NARS 500 point perk that I had redeemed for Sephora, and it was the NARS with the lipsticks and all of that goodies. Well, I was able to cash in another 500 perk. That's insane. I've never done that. And I also put on Instagram that I am now VIP Rouge status. She told me that, and she says, "Oh, you're a VIP." I'm like, "Excuse me?" And she's like, "Yeah." Yeah, so that tells you how much shopping I've been doing there. Anyways, I was curious to try the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I got it in medium. I actually wanted to go a shade lighter, but they didn't have any of those. So I went ahead and picked up the medium, and here's the box. I'm sorry. Here's the box. And I did get medium. I was afraid that this one was going to be like the Bare Skin from Bare Minerals. I didn't care for that one too much. It was too liquidy, if that makes sense. So it wouldn't necessarily stay on me, and then I had to set it, and you know, if I don't have to set it, I'd rather not. So I asked her, I said, "Is this like that?" And she's like, "It's a little thicker." And she's right, it really is. I have used this now twice. I was a little leery to try it because if it's too liquidy, I don't know, I don't do well with those. I really, really do like it. At least I like it better than the Bare Minerals. I've used it twice. I've been out in the heat, and you can kind of see its dark circls already. But I have to tell you, I'm going to keep using it. I don't have a feeling about it one way or the other just yet. I will say though, it is thicker. Not by much, but it has more volume to it, I guess, than the Bare Skin one, and I do like this one a lot better in that way. But I'm telling you, the L'Oreal Visible Lift Blur Concealer, I don't have to set this. I don't know, nothing's topping this, and I love this. So I don't know, I'll keep trying it, and I'll keep you guys posted on that. The only other thing I picked up there was I went to go see also if they had any more of those brushes that I had hauled before for you guys. The Sephora one, this is number 40, and this is mine. It's a little dirty. I'm going to clean all my brushes today. This is the one that I paid $14.95 for because they had them on clearance. Well, they had about 3 left, so I picked up another one. I don't know, I might save it as a gift or something. But they are still tagged $23.99 just like before, and they do ring up $14.95. And this is the Sephora Flawless Powder number 40 brush. So I picked up another one of those. And then I did redeem my 500 point perk. and it's the Tarteist Tools. Let me put my glasses on so I can tell you better. You get a bronze clay paint liner. You get a mascara. You get a lip crayon and a lip paint. And I will show you the products. Here, I kind of like the color of the lip paint. Here's the lip paint. I do like this color. So let's put a whoa, whoa, that is intense. That is pretty intense, so guys. Wow, I don't know if that's coming up, but yep. So I got that, and then here is the Tarteist mascara. I don't want to open this one just yet because I'm working on some right now. You do get the brush for the eyeliner. Is that what it was? Eyeliner? Clay paint liner. Yeah, the eyeliner. And it's a goldy color, she said, but you do get the brush with that, which is pretty neat. I think so. Let's see this one. Okay, look at the top. Look at that. It's almost more like a bronze, a chocolatey bronze. It's nice, really nice. I thought when she said it was gold, I thought it was like a yellow gold, but this is more of a bronze brown, which is going to be very, very nice. And then here is the lip liner. See? To go with that lip paint. Right there. Yeah, so very excited. Very, very excited to go. Please go back in. It won't go back in. Oh well, I'll figure it out. But yeah, that is it, guys. That was my haul. I hope this wasn't too long, but I hope you did enjoy, and I will see you all on the next one. Okay, bye guys.